Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing another first impression video for you all, and it's going to be on the new Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. As you can see, I've applied some makeup to my face apart from my concealer, obviously. I'm going to do a first impression on this. I purchased this in the fair neutral shade, which may be a little bit light for me at the moment because I have a fake tan, so I am a little bit darker than my natural skin tone. I'm just going to try it out and see how I feel. So just a little background on my skin is that I do have really oily skin, but I do get creases underneath my eyes and my eyes are quite dry. So today all I have on is some foundation. I've got my True Match foundation from L'Oreal. I've got a little bit of my contour kit, but I only used the contour shade. I didn't want to apply anything underneath my eyes. The only thing I've got underneath my eyes at the moment is some eye cream. I used the Bobbi Brown Hydrating Eye Cream. And yeah, and that's all I've got on underneath my eyes. I've just got my brows on, as you can see. The packaging I really like. It looks really sort of expensive and pretty and nice. So let's just get into it, I say. Okay, so it's like a doe foot sort of lip gloss applicator. Mine my fake tan hands. I don't know if you can see that, hopefully. Oh, I think it's focusing on my head. There we go. Okay, so it's like a doe foot applicator, and I think I'm just going to apply it straight from it. I know a lot of the time people are like, you shouldn't just apply it straight from it, but for like hygiene reasons and stuff. But it's like really opaque, I feel. Let me just put a little bit on. I like this applicator for the centre of my nose. That's good. I'm just going to apply a little bit above my brows. I quite like this applicator because it does sort of have a little bit of movement in it. So you know, it's not just like staying still. And I didn't re-dip that concealer at all. It looks really opaque and really good coverage as far as I can tell. So all I'm going to do is go in with my beauty blender and blend it all into my skin. Just going to use my finger for down my nose, and it's really soft and sort of creamy feeling. I feel like it does dry fairly quickly, so you might want to do sort of one area at a time. But it's blending out really nicely with the beauty blender, I feel. So it might be a little bit bright, but I quite like a bright highlight. Take a little onto my lid. I'm just sort of blending it back where you normally would with your highlight, and I'll just go around the edge with the bigger end. So I feel like it's blended out really nicely. I'll just zoom you in. So it has blended out really nicely. I do feel like it's a little bit bright, but like I said, I do like quite a bold highlighted look. So yeah, I quite like it. It's gone really smoothly. It doesn't look like it's sunken into my pores, which is a big thing for me because I do have a lot of sort of texture in this area of my face. I feel like that doe foot applicator was a really nice sort of applicator because I was able to get that sort of straight line down my nose, which I really like. So all I'm going to go and do now is actually set it, and I'm going to set it with the banana shade from my contour kit, just because I feel like it's going to give me a little bit more warmth back into my skin, because like I said, I have fake tanned. I don't want it to be like really stark white highlight. And I'm just setting underneath here first. I'm not going right underneath my eye because I just want to make sure there's no creases before I set it under my eye. My brows. Okay, so I'm just going to check underneath my eyes, make sure there's no creasing. Just right under there, and then I'm just going to go in with that banana shade without looking down. Okay, I look down. So blend that out. But I hope I'm not putting it in the contour shade. You know me, I probably am. Just apply a little bit onto my eyelid as well, because I did bring that concealer up onto my eyelid. And I really like how it is looking so far. That banana shade definitely toned down the brightness, so it's not too in your face. So I really like that. I'm just going to apply a little bit of that sand shade on the tip of my nose and on my cupid's bow. But that's all I'm going to do. But yeah, so I really like how it's gone on so far. I'm only going to apply like mascara today. Me and my mum are popping out shopping, so we shouldn't be out too long, but I thought it'd be like a good day to test it, because obviously I am going to be in like the hot sunshine for a little bit, and you know, we're going to be out and about, so I'll probably get quite oily and sweaty. So I'm going to see how this lasts up. Like I said, I normally get a lot of creasing underneath my eyes, especially if I have put like a fair bit of powder on it. I wouldn't say I put too much powder on this today. I really like how it is looking. It's definitely toned down my skin, because my skin I felt was looking really bronzy without that highlight, but now with the highlight in, it just sort of blends in with my skin tone. So like I said, I'm just going to finish off my makeup with just some mascara, but yeah, I'll be back in a few hours. The time is 10 to 12. I'm filming this a bit late today, but yeah, like I said, we're going to go out shopping, and then I will probably be back in about 4 hours, and yeah, we'll see how it is looking then on. Okay, so I am now back. It is 4 minutes past 4, so it's been a good 4 hours, and I'm sitting quite far away from my desk because the sun is really glary, and if I go like this, then I've got a beautiful mirror over my face. I'm gonna sit a little bit further away from my desk, but I will zoom you in so you can see a closer look. You can probably tell it has, like, my skin has got a little bit oily, which it does tend to do if I haven't used a setting spray, and if I haven't used certain products on my face. But obviously I didn't want to use those certain products because I didn't want it to alter the first impression that I was giving on this product. So all I'm going to do is just blot my skin like I always do. I just get a tissue and just go around and blot. I can see it's worn off ever so slightly on my nose because I have been wearing sunglasses. So normally I'd go in with extra powder on those areas, but obviously I didn't want to alter the results that I was going to get. Okay. So after I've blotted my skin does look really nice still. I would say that the concealer hasn't oxidized whatsoever on my skin. It's still looking the exact same way that I applied it earlier. As for creasing, let me just grab a mirror. Now, this eye has creased quite badly, and this one has got creases in it, but it's nowhere near as bad as the other eye. When I look straight on, you can't see it because I do get the folds in my skin, but if I do this and that area is straightened out, you will see the creases in my eyes, all of this, when you can really see those creases. So this eye is actually quite, like, it's not brilliant. Let's see if I can just in there, and then this one is nowhere near as bad. Hopefully you can see, it was a lovely close-up of my face. But all I'm going to do with that is just get my beauty blender that I applied it with. I'm just going to go underneath my eyes to see how well this product does move, if it does move. I've heard some people say it's very similar to the Pro Longwear foundation, so it does set in place. So I don't know whether it is the powder that I used on top of it that is creasing it, if that makes sense. Again, I've still got a few creases on this side, but this one is a lot better. I'm in the process of starting using an eye cream, so I'm not sure if that is making a difference at all. I've only really just started using night cream, so I feel like my under eye is quite dehydrated anyway. But as for like it staying in place, it is excellent. It looks exactly the same as how I applied it earlier. Wouldn't say it's oxidized at all. It just looks lovely, and it's got like an ever so sort of natural dewy finish, which I really like. And the weather's changed, so I just had to put a jumper on. I pretty much always wear this hoodie, I mean. So far I am really happy with it. Obviously hasn't really got rid of my creasing, but I don't know if that is due to sort of other underlying issues or the certain way I set it. Sometimes I will set my concealer by baking it, so I apply my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder. It looks like this. It is a white powder and it is very brightening, which is why I didn't want to use it today, because I didn't want my concealer brighter than it already was going to be, because obviously I have fake tanned and I wanted it to sort of go in with my face a little bit better. But a lot of the time I will do that because it does keep the product on my skin a lot longer. But this concealer looks like it's lasting a really long time so far, and I am really happy with it. Obviously it would be nicer if closer up it wasn't as creased underneath my eyes, but around my nose, a lot of the time I'll get separation around my nose because these are like the areas that I get really oily. And I can't see any separation whatsoever, ever so slightly clinging to a dry patch there, but nothing compared to what it could be. I'm really enjoying how it is looking, as you can probably tell. But yeah, I just love that it's got like a really pretty natural glowy finish to it. Although I've got oily skin, I do like a sort of more dewy look to my skin rather than powder matte. But yeah, I will definitely be, after this video, be testing it out loads of other ways. So with applying it with a different brush, applying it with a different powder to set it, using a makeup setting spray to see if that makes any difference. And I will obviously keep you all updated. But like I said, it is just gone 4 o'clock, it's now 4:09. But yeah, I will be back in a few more hours just to see how it is holding up on my skin and how long that the actual coverage lasts for, because it is really covering up that area of my skin lovely. And yeah, I'll just see how long it can last on my oily skin. So I'll be back in a few more hours. Hey everyone, so I am now back. As you can see, I am in, I don't know which way is best for you. I'm in a different environment. I'm just in my kitchen. I've had to pop downstairs to put some food away. I'm just making sure I'm in the shot. I wanted to show you how well this concealer is holding up on my skin. Looking at the viewfinder, it still has that sort of natural glow to it. I don't have a mirror in front of me, but I have looked in a mirror before filming this, and the coverage is still there. It's still like a really good coverage on the skin. I'm trying to find like the best area to put it in. It's always horrible at night, but yes, my skin is a little bit oily, as you can see, but my skin does get extremely oily anyway throughout the day. But yeah, the coverage is still there. It's really good. It's faded a little bit in this area and this area. I have been wearing different sunglasses and my actual glasses as well, and so it's worn off in these areas because I didn't apply more product, which I normally do when I know I'm going to be wearing glasses. It's just my dog. I thought it was someone else. Yeah, so everyone has gone to bed. So the time is coming up to 10:30. So that has been like just over 10 hours, is it? Not sure, over 10 hours, and the coverage is still there on the concealer side of things. Yeah, just it has got a little bit oily, but that's just my skin in general. So the coverage has lasted a really long time. I'm really happy with how it's lasted. It has been a really hot day here, and also I've been outside a little bit. We went shopping, and then I've also been working on a DIY project that I've got in the making for you to see. But yeah, so overall I'm really happy with how this concealer is. Like I said in either the second, I think it was the second pop back, I said that I'm going to be obviously experimenting with it even more and keeping you updated with how I prefer to use the product and if it's best to be set with the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder or another powder, anything like that. So yeah, so I'll keep you all updated. So far I do really like the product and I love the packaging as well. And yeah, I think that's all I need to say. So I'm going to go wash this off and go to bed. So I will talk to you all very soon. Thank you ever so much for watching. As always, I'm sorry that this is like a really weird angle and really weird lighting. It's just never good to film when it is dark outside. So yeah, so thank you ever so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this first impression video and I will talk to you all very soon.